Actually, I do. Let's just narrate this a little bit. All right. So last week we did the March Madness Bear Bowl NFL edition, which I had a lot of fun doing. I know the episode just came out recently, so like I know at the time of recording this was a day ago. The episode came out, so I know not as much people have listened to it yet. But I had a lot of fun doing it. I do think we should, if it's received well, I think we should do it again. But we'll go by division per episode. Maybe make it a whole series.
Yep.
But we decided to do the same or similar. But we've been talking about sports a lot, which is we like the sports ball, love the stuff, all the good things. But we like other things.
Our interests are varied and diverse.
And if you can judge by Ice Bear's garb, he likes skating and he's a weeb.
Yeah, that sums it up pretty well.
So we thought we'd lean into the weeb stuff.
Why not? There's a lot of anime going on right now.
So 2025 is it's an interesting year, right?
It sure is. Lots of hardened series coming back for more.
So why don't you lay out the groundworks for this whole segment here?
Okay. So our concept here was we were doing a little mini March Madness bracket with anime coming out in 2025, the year of our Lord. So we didn't want to go a full 64. We could have, but like the odds of people being aware of 64 different anime, you'd have to be deep into it. And we're not going to assume that everyone. Oh, did you do my trick? Did you do my trick? Did you do the ear and the nostril? You were scared.
I was scared of shooting some stuff out.
All right.
So I didn't do it.
Okay. So anyway, we kept it to a more reasonable 16 anime that we're excited about and that have high scores on my anime list right now. So I feel confident that my own tastes have been diluted a little bit. So we did a 16 anime bracket, and I did my best to pair them up based on my anime list scoring. If I didn't have my own really strong opinion, or if I didn't think old Grizz would have a really strong opinion about it. So that being said, do you want to get into it?
I think we should get into it. Are you going to keep tally so we know what the next round is?
I not only am I going to keep tally, I came prepared. I have notes.
Oh, see, Iceberg did do his homework.
I'm gonna keep the battle bracket locked and loaded. And I have a pen. I'm going to write things down today, like a journalist.
Oh my lord, he's ops. All right, let's go.
Okay. So number one, our first matchup, if you will, is going to be Lazarus versus Kowloon Generic Romance. So we have our 1 seed versus our 16 seed.
So here's the thing. Lazarus, I'm not like super into, but I know you are super stoked about it, and I am also like, this is going to be amazing for a very specific reason.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, Lazarus is from the famed producer of Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo and Terror and Resonance.
And less known, but most amazing, Kids on a Slope.
Honestly, that probably is the best. Like that to this day is my favorite thing.
Kids on a Slope, I only watch it because of you.
It's so good.
If you look at like our old podcast we talked about, and that was one of the reasons that episode was the reason why I watched it. Fucking fantastic. Like slice of life anime, one of the tops. Easy.
And the other thing about it is it's one of the few that really emphasizes how you can take a story and escalate it to something in a different stratosphere with like beautiful music and a good score. Because like you just like sometimes like so that for those that haven't seen it, it's a very jazz based show. Mm-hmm. And there are certain scenes that are like sorrowful and like they hit you with like these brass instruments. And you melt, like it destroys you as a person. And then same thing goes for the happy moments and the exciting moments. And It just
And just like
really
when they're
feeds into it.
jamming, like the scenes where they're just like jamming, it's so fucking good. Like the thing with like a lot of anime, especially around that time, the animation for like bands playing, musicians playing, and like or just dancing was always like hit and miss, and more miss than hits. Kids on the Slope just fucking nailed it each time. I think as much as I love Samurai Champloo, Cowboy Bebop will always be number one for me. But I think Kids on the Slope took dethroned Champloo for me. Easy.
Yeah, I mean, same thing. Like Cowboy Bebop is like it's got a special place in my heart because it was like my gateway into anime.
Mhm.
So even though I kind of can recognize that things are probably better, it forever will be like my creme de la creme.
Mhm.
But uh, yeah, the, our Slopey boys are just phenomenal. And also another one, um, God, why am I blanking on it? It's the more modern one. It's two girls. They're like it's like a music competition one. What is that called? This is gonna drive me nuts. Carol and Tuesday. Thank you, Seal, for the save.
Mhm.
Yes, Carol and Tuesday is also really fucking good.
Mm.
Like it's heartfelt, and it's another one where like the music is really great. Like it really drives the story. Um, but the other thing about Lazarus that a lot of people, especially your non-anime enthusiasts, might like about this is the lad from John Wick is involved.
Oh shit! I
Yeah, so
do
like
remember
all
that
the
being the thing. Yeah,
choreography and the fight scenes that
yeah.
is Chad. What's the Stahelski? I'm sorry if I'm butchering that guy's name. I don't know it for sure.
Chadwick.
Yeah, sure, Chadwick. Yes,
Yeah,
Chad
easy.
Chadwick. So yeah, if you like John Wick, if you like Cowboy Bebop, it is Lazarus is a combination of that.
I don't see how anything can beat it, honestly. So I'm going Lazarus. I think it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, so am I. And Kowloon. The other thing about that one is like, so that is an adult cast, which I find for like our age group, it gets harder and harder to relate to like the high school thing in anime. So anytime I
True.
see an adult cast romance anime or rom com, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch it for sure because I'm like, thank you for realizing adults are still consuming anime. But yeah, for sure, Lazarus is moving on for me. So not too much fighting there. All right. Our second round here, the number 2 seed, Dandadan season 2
Ooh.
versus Zenshu. So, uh, Dandadan, did you watch that? You watched that, yes, sir.
I watched it. I'm not, I have 2 episodes left, and I've been so I have this toxic trait where I don't want things to be over.
100%. I absolutely relate to that.
So like I will do this thing where I'm like, all right, I'm at the season finale. I'm at the season finale. I do not want this to be done, so I'm just gonna wait because I don't want it to be done.
So I'm like that with books. I'm like that with anime. I'm like that with video games. There's so many things I'm like 90% at, not because I don't want to finish it, not because it's not good, but just because I don't want it to end. Like I just
Yeah,
don't. So I get that 100%. But Don Don is fantastic
yeah.
for
I think
the
I've watched enough of it to where I'm like, it's amazing. It deserves
and
all the praise.
much like what we were just talking about, music like Creepy Nuts, like fucking goddamn, so good. Like just absolute bangers. Like that is probably, if I had to guess, like this year, you know how like Spotify does your Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah,
They're my early favorite for my number one artist. Like Creepy Nuts is probably up there on my Spotify.
they did do a really, really, really great fucking opening.
And
Oh
so
Lord.
so for those that don't know our 15 seed Zenshu, the premise of this is basically this girl wakes up with the power to bring her animations to life. So she has like a tragic background. She wants to like bring hope to the world, and so she's going to like use her animation to try fix it. It seems heartfelt. It seems good. Like I'm definitely interested, but it's not Don to Don. So
Yeah, as I glancing at the list quickly when you sent it to me yesterday, I don't think I don't think there's much there that could be a contest for Danzadon except for like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
So I think Danzadon takes it easy.
Yeah. Um, so that brings us into, and this I'm gonna rely on you to carry us because I'm not as well versed in this universe as you are. Our number 3 seed, and again, this is not only Grizz here, but the My Anime List score affiliates. We have Bleach versus Moonrise.
So Moonrise, admittedly, I don't know much past like description. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like, but yeah, but Bleach fucking wins it. My hot take is that it is possibly the best shonen anime ever, outside of One Piece. One Piece is the greatest anime ever made. Although it's not my favorite, I will die on the hill that it's the best. You can like Naruto, you can like Dragon Ball Z, you can like whatever, but they all pale in comparison to One Piece because of character development, characters coming back, story building, world building, and everything else. One Piece is king, and Nico Robin. Outside of that, Bleach. Name a better character design cast. The Bleach, all the dudes are fucking dope as fuck. All the guys are fucking awesome. All powers are fucking cool. All the girls are fucking awesome by themselves. You name a series with more waifus, ain't happening. Bleach wins. Outside of just that, the OSTs for Bleach, the music in Bleach, is bar none top tier. Dubbed, phenomenal. Subbed, phenomenal. Everything about it is great. Now, you can talk shit about all the filler because that is true. Cut out the filler, watch the original arc story stuff. It's the best.
So what you're
Like
saying is I should invest my time in Bleach.
1000%. If you're gonna watch any kind of shonen anime ever, don't and watch Bleach instead. Even if you don't watch any of the filler's good if you like the characters and you want to watch more of the characters just interacting. Because what the fillers do is they create storylines where like people that shouldn't really interact a lot, they give them opportunities to. So like there's funny moments and there's like wholesome moments and stuff, and it's fun watching for those reasons. They get annoying because they just get forced in the middle of like main plot points of the main story, so people hate them. Totally understand that. But main story wise in Bleach, it's fucking amazing. One of the best shonen made. Character design, bar none. And then I gotta say, just music fucking is top tier. Like Type Kubo is a fucking G. I'm Bleach all the way.
All right. I'm not gonna even try argue with you. I'm gonna comfortably rest on your opinion, and I say Bleach moves on. All right. That brings us to our 4 seed against our dark horse 13 seed, which I think I might be going for, unless you can talk me out of it. 4 seed One Punch season 3 is finally coming out this year against
Totally forgot about that.
Rent a Girlfriend season 4.
Ooh. Ooh.
So first of all, I will admit I have owned a One Punch Man T-shirt that has the One Punch Man workout, and it is not a good workout. It's not sustainable. Do not do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 crunches, and 10K a day. 10K a day is not good for you. It's just not. Don't do it. Not every day. Do it 6 days a week. Do it 5 days a week. You'll live, but not every day.
Yeah. I will. Ooh. Controversial opinion here. I've never been a huge One Punch Man fan.
So I really like the art. I do find the scenes where they go from like the stylized anime to like the more like Dilbert comic like
Yeah.
slashes. I find that funny.
It is funny. No, yeah, for sure.
But other than that, give me a good nonsense rom com, especially Rent a Girlfriend over the seasons has added characters where like it's I'm not always a fan of harems, but like I like every character in it so far. So
Yeah.
for me, I would move that one forward just because I'm very curious to see if they're going to finally wrap it up this season or if they're going to push it even further and add a 5th.
Yeah, for me, I am a fan of harems. there's more shitty ones than good ones. But like when you find a good harem that kind of like breaks the mold a little bit, it's pretty great.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I'm gonna have to go Rent a Girlfriend. I know it's controversial in the sense of like One Punch Man has a really really big following and everything, and it's great and everything. But like, I don't know, man. Saitama and all that stuff, cool, but like, yeah, I don't know. It never hit it for me. Like I watched season one and I get why people like it a lot, but it just didn't resonate with me. You know what I mean?
It I think there's like it ties in a lot of things. It trying to not be too negative. But it just seems like it's taking bits and pieces from other existing good
Yep.
things and just kind of lumping them together in a not particularly stylish sort of way.
No, yeah, 1000%.
All right. So we'll move that one on. That's our first sleeper dark horse that has migrated to the second round.
I
This for me. Go ahead.
I,
Sorry.
I dropped a beef jerky. I'm gonna take my headphones off and pick it up. So,
Okay.
you just
All
keep it going and then speak
Okay.
it to me.
Got it. Okay. So this is the first one that is actually like I'm very curious about Gruz's opinion because I'm very on the fence with this matchup. We have Spy Family season 3, Spy X Family, Spy Times Family. I've never known how you read that X. Versus My Dress Up Darling season 2. I have a leaning. So all right, hit me with this, Grizz. When you see written word X word, so like Hunter Hunter, is it Hunter times Hunter? Is it Hunter X Hunter? Is it Hunter Hunter? How do you say something like that?
X. It's always X.
Okay, so
You include the X.
So if that's your opinion, our fifth seed, based on my anime list score, is Spy X Family season 3. And I do love that show. I like all the characters. But boy, do I love the 12 seed, which is My Dress Up Darling season 2.
Okay, so yeah, so here, okay, here's the thing. This one here was actually the hard one for me when I did see this.
I was just saying that this is by far the hardest round for me in the first.
So if for the 2025 anime release calendar, it being Spy X Family 3 and Dress Up Darling 4, my gut tells me Spy X Family 3. I'm not gonna lie.
So I'm willing to hear your argument because, again, this was a hard one for me because I really like both of these. But my gut tells me the opposite.
And okay, so why are you picking the opposite? Let's go with that. Why is Dress Up Darling 4?
Because, okay, so Spy X Family, to me, is more of a formula commercial show.
1000%.
My Dress Up Darling, to my eye and ear, seems to have a little more heart and soul. I'm definitely more invested in the couple. And the seal loves it. And happy wife, happy life. So her opinion matters a great deal to me.
That's very fair. I will say, like, yes, it is very much more better slice of life couple, more realistic in the sense of like couple dynamic. I would also argue like cosplay gig girlfriend changes whatever thing and the things of like that. That is also very formulaic as well. Not the couple themselves, but as far as just like
Sure.
the. So like that's where I'm kind of like it's kind of similar in that sense to me.
But I hate Anya. I hate that annoying little girl.
You hate Anya? Okay, that's fair because like I like Anya. So
Interesting.
yeah, I am a fan of Anya.
I'm willing to overlook her though for Bond.
See, here's the thing: like I love Anya, I love Mon, I love Yor. Like every single like main point of the thing, I like them individually.
Okay. I think we've reached our first standstill, and I think the only fair way to settle it is rock, paper, scissors.
I'll go rock paper scissors.
All right, let's go.
Okay, wait. Do you do rock paper scissors shoot or rock paper scissors and you go in scissors?
So if I was left to my own devices, I wouldn't do either. I would do Junk and a Po. But I would say I'll defer to you, and I will let you lead the journey.
All right. It's rock, paper, scissors, shoot. We go on
Rock,
shoot.
paper, scissors, shoot, and we go on shoot. Okay, let's go.
Best 2 out of 3 or 1 out of 1?
No, 1 out of 1.
Ooh.
All the marbles.
All the marbles right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Damn it. All right. Fucking Spy Family. Moving on. All right. Got it. Okay. This brings us to one where this is the first one that I'll be honest. I don't know one of these. I've never seen it. I've never watched it. I know nothing about it. And when I was looking at it, I just didn't even care to research it. So that's the type of commitment you get from me. Number 6, we have Beastar Season 3, which I definitely am aware of. And number 11 is Kaiju number 8, Season 2.
Oh, okay. So, Kaiju number 8, I think is slightly above mid anime. I've seen the first one. It's good. If you never watch it, you're not missing anything. Kind of, it's one of those. You know what I mean? Like,
most of the reviews that I've seen just say it's like a poor man solo leveling, and I'm like, I don't need to see that again.
That's actually very, very, very fair. Kaiju number 8, I think, is good. It's one of those that you can put on and not pay attention to that much.
So it's just a good background noise kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's good, and there's good moments, but like if you've never watched it, your life is not going to be enriched by watching it. Beastars ultimately, I'm not a huge fan of, like, because I'm not like.
Shame on you, you monster! Beastars is gold.
I'm just not a furry, so like, I don't hate it by any means, but also I'm like, I feel like it's like Kaiju in the sense of like, if I don't watch it, my life's not going to be any worse.
Have you even considered that Legoshi is actually a modern day Lord Byron, and you should hang on his every word?
I actually love Lord Byron, so that's kind of convincing, honestly.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, if you're indifferent, I'm sending Beastars on to the next round.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with Beastars beating Kaiju because admittedly, I've only seen first season of Beastars.
Okay, so give the second season a shot. It gets darker.
Yeah, so I'm totally cool with Beastars beating Kaiju. Kaiju's incredibly mid.
Okay. So this one is kind of very, very random in terms of how it got seeded, because I think the My Anime list scoring must be off, because this doesn't make sense to me given the popularity of the franchises. So I'm just assuming, I don't know, either a glitch or maybe people aren't like ranking it yet. But this is another one that was actually quite hard for me. We have Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 versus Solo Leveling Season 2, which is actually out right now.
It's like mid. It's like what,
midway.
Episode 6,
actually,
right?
almost over. It's almost done.
I've been waiting for it to finish because I want to binge it, so I've been waiting for season 2 to finish.
So I have a clear, concise favorite, and I love both of these, but I still have a very clear answer. So do you have a strong opinion one way or the other?
So so I do. On its face, I will say, on its face, I will say I probably like, I probably like Solo Leveling more than Jujutsu Kaisen on its face, in the sense of like Solo Leveling, I binged, liked a lot, and I was super involved with. Admittedly though, I do think Jujutsu Kaisen is a better anime.
Okay, so we're actually very aligned on this, because I recognize my own opinion is probably incorrect, but I'm going to stand by it. And especially because this is the season of Solo Leveling where Tank gets introduced, which for those that don't know is the polar bear that he arises. And I just loved that whole arc. For sure, I would move on Solo Leveling. But like
Yeah,
JJK is phenomenal. Like it's great characters. It's a great world.
So here's the thing, man. Like, as much as, so here's why I'm like, I don't know. So is this season? So here's the thing: is this season where what the fuck's her name? Is this season? And so this will dictate my stuff. Is this season of JJK where Yuta and Rika come out?
I don't know.
because if Rika and Yuta come out in this season of JJK, this season wins. Because fucking Rika and Yuta, like the whole like sad boy, I don't care if my girlfriend goes away and she becomes a fucking demon. That's still my girlfriend kind of thing. And then they're like a duo while she's a fucking JJK creature of the dead. And he's like, nah, that's still my boo. Like, I don't know, man. That wins. That wins 11 times out of 10. So if this season's where they are, because I know they came out in the movie, or they got introduced in the movie, is this where they are in it, then this wins.
All right. Let's operate under the assumption that they are. That you're voting that
JJK,
way.
JJK, 1000%.
And I'm sticking with Solo Leveling. Tank is my boy. And I think we rock, paper, scissors it again.
I'm cool with rock, paper, scissors. Okay, I'm cool with that.
Unless you have a different tiebreaker method. I'm open to suggestions.
Is there any other? I don't think there's possible any other way. Unless let's do this.
Capital off.
Canada doesn't have a state. It's not a real place. Let's do this. Let's do this. How about this may be controversial because I don't even know if this is valid.
But let's flip a coin.
I thought of flipping the coin, but I was like, nah. Let's do this. I am going to write a number in my hand. And it's going to be an odd or an even number. You pick odd or you pick even. If you pick the number correctly, it's going to be Solo Leveling. If you pick it wrong, it's going to be JJK.
Okay, I'm fine with this. I accept your terms. Oh, you literally wrote it on your palm.
Yes, I did.
Okay, I like it. Now, hold on. Is this some shenanigans where it's a 6 and you're gonna flip your hand to be whatever it is, and you're gonna look, it's a 9?
Definitely not that. So you're good. It's undeniably an odd or an even number.
Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. I accept your terms, and I say to you, sir, you, knowing that I have a preference for even numbers, you probably hold on. Don't open your hand yet because I'm going to think this out. You, knowing I have a preference for even numbers, wrote odd, but then you knew I would think this out far enough to think that I would think odd, and then you circled back and wrote even. But then, did you 5D chess this? You wrote an even number.
Even your final answer?
Even is my final answer. Fucking hell. All right. So JJK moves on.
I thought even numbers, because we had this conversation before. So I was like, if I pick it out, he's going to know. And then I was like, he's gonna think that I try to dupe him.
I can't believe you 6D chessed me. You did the 6th dimension of chess.
We played enough online chess against each other, so I had an idea.
What a great chess app! All right, we're on to our final round of the first round. Which, by the way, do we just end this at the first round and save the second round for another day?
I think that's a good idea.
I think that's a good idea, too.
So where are we at right now?
So just as a quick recap, we have only one underdog winning so far. 1 seed Lazarus has moved on. 2 seed Don Da Don Season 2 has moved on. 3 seed Bleach 1,000 Years moved on. 13 seed is our only sleeper with Rent a Girlfriend Season 4. 5 seed Spy Family Season 3. 6 seed Beastar Season 3, and 7 seed JJK Season 3. Which brings us to our final, which is kind of a weird one because it's the first one that's not a season. But I think it's too on the pulse to miss. We have 8 seed Chainsaw Man movie versus Call of the Night Season 2. So this is our 8-9. This is another one that I struggled with because I really like both.
So here's the thing. I think I'm gonna largely lean onto you because Call of the Night, not super familiar with, but absolutely love Chainsaw Man.
Okay.
So my vote's going Chainsaw Man, but admittedly, I don't know much about Call of the Night. So if you can convince me otherwise, if that's your choice, then let's hear it.
So I'm not going to try and talk you into voting for that, but I am going to try and talk you into watching it. So Call of the Night has a really fantastic opening. It's another Creepy Nuts one. So really, really good music. It's a fun premise. Basically, if you haven't seen the first season, it's guy meets vampire girl, and he like it's this weird dynamic where like she's supposed to turn him into a vampire, but he's like, nah, not yet, but like I really want to, but she's like, no. So there's like this weird paranormal thing, and it's very music is key in this. It's another one where it's a really good soundtrack. The art is great. And it's like it's funny in a weird way. Like it's one of those things where like there's scenes where I laughed really hard, but I'm not sure if that was the intention, which made it even better. But Chainsaw Man is just it is what it is, and it's great.
Yeah. So are we talking about like starting to think of like Vampire Girl guy protagonist duo whatever stuff? Are we talking more like non-Ichi High School DxD or more like Monogatari?
Okay, so art is more the latter, but the vibe of the relationship, honestly, the closest thing I can compare it to is Toradora. Like that's the energy the main characters give me. Like that's kind of the vibe.
Like all right, like Palm Top Tiger Ryuji. Ryuji. Okay.
So I definitely think like for sure watch it, but I'm not gonna fight for that winning this. I think I'm more excited for Chainsaw Man because that's another one where just like JJK, like the art is great, the story is great, the characters are great, the writers are willing to kill everyone, which as someone that has like dabbled in like creative writing, it is so fucking hard to kill a character you like. So I really respect when writers are like, fuck it, we're just gonna kill him.
That's fair.
So yeah, I would move Chainsaw Man on.
All right, I'm down with that being the lineup. That's actually a really hard. I'm actually not looking forward to the next episode because this is going to be
neither am I. It's gonna be hard. But the good thing about it is I am going to refresh my memory on all of the ones that have moved forward.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
really formulate some strong opinions.
Yeah, you're gonna have to send me the list because I need to, because already going into it, I'm like fuck, this is gonna be a difficult one.